Hello guys, this is... no. No. Hello guys, I'm Sahala and this is Taste with me. So for today we're going to be making homemade burgers, starting with the bun, the patty, and well, everything else. Let's get started. So what are we going to need is 1 egg, 30 grams of melted butter, a bit of oil, half a tablespoon of yeast, 2.5 tablespoons of sugar, half a cup of warm milk, 1 cup of flour with a pinch of salt. We are also going to need a big bowl, hand whisk, a spatula, and extra flour if needed. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our flour in the bowl. If you want to use an electric mixer, you can, but since I also forgot to tell you, I'm using half a recipe because I don't need to make much. But in the description, I will put the full recipe. Also put in your yeast and your sugar. I'm using all-purpose flour because I really like it. Now add in your butter. Egg. Okay, so now we're going to add our milk. This is when the spatula comes in hand. Need to get everything out. Can't leave much. So my milk is warm. I heated it up. Gonna add little by little. So I added a bit flour so that I can keep on adding my milk. Since I didn't get to add a lot of the milk. Okay. I think it's time for us to go with our hands. So if you don't want to get your hands dirty, this is when you put it in the mixing bowl. But this is fine for me. We put in our working space and let's start. Keep on doing this until you get a really nice smooth dough. I know it looks sticky now, but it will come together. So I didn't add all of my milk. Like I said, it really depends on your butter and on your egg size. I think mine was a little too big, that's why I didn't need all of it. See how it's coming together? So my dough is done. This is how it looks. It's soft, but as you can see, when I put my fingers, it comes out clear. So now I'm going to set the dough to proof. In this bowl, I'm going to put a bit of oil. Go around. The oil just prevents it from sticking. I know some people use flour, but it never worked well for me, so I rather oil. Tuck in the dough and put it in. Then you take a bit more oil and you put here at the top. We cover with aluminium foil because it's faster for the process to work. Especially today, here it's actually it's not cold, but it's not hot also. It's more on the cold side. So I'll put this in my oven because it's very warm in there, and I'll let it proof for around 30 minutes, 1 hour, till it's doubled in size. You will see. Okay, so now while our burger buns are going to be proofing, we are going to make our patties. So what we're going to need is salt, pepper, breadcrumbs. I'm using sheep minced meat, but you can use whichever you want. 1 egg. Have here a tablespoon of mayonnaise, a tablespoon of ketchup, 1/4 teaspoon more or less of garlic sauce, a bit of ginger and a bit of garlic. It's to taste. I have here half a chopped onion and a bit of pepper, green pepper. We're also going to need some seasonings. So the seasonings are, we have here coriander, cumin, turmeric, garam masala, paprika, a bit of green onion, these are dried, and coriander leaves, they're also dried. So again, I'm going to be halving this recipe. So I'm using 250 grams of the minced meat. You can use 500. So first thing we're going to do, we're just going to mix everything. So we put in, I'm using pepper because I like the crunch. But if you are not a fan of it, you don't have to put it. And plus, sheep meat actually has a smell, so this helps to remove the smell. I just mixed everything in there. I'm going to put all my spices. And I'll mix this, and then I'll go with the eggs and the breadcrumbs. Salt, pepper. It also works well with chicken. Okay. So since I'm not using the full minced meat, I don't want to use the full egg because it will be too much. So I'm just gonna mix it, and I'm gonna use more or less half. I think that's half, but we'll go with it. So while we mix this, we add the breadcrumbs. I don't have the correct quantities because it's all actually to taste and depends on your preference. The breadcrumbs, well, you need to put until you're able to shape your burgers. And when you fry them and they hold their shape, then you know that you have enough breadcrumbs. So I think it's fine. I'm just gonna put a bit more, like a really pinch of kind of breadcrumbs, sorry. That should be enough. So I'm not going to shape my burger patties now because I still have to shape my buns. So I have to see depending on the size. Okay, so my minced meat is done. I'm going to leave it here to the side. Now I got here my bun. It has proofed, as you can see, but obviously if you have more time you can let it proof a little longer, but since I'm running a little short on time, I'm just going to use it. So remove it out. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I I need to see how many grams I can make the balls. So first I'm going to start with 30 grams and we'll see. Too much. Actually, I'll make it 35. So I'm going to measure all my balls and then I'll come and show you what I'll do next. So here I have my balls, around 35 grams. So now we're going to shape them. This is how I'm going to shape mine. Tuck it in. And I already greased this. I already greased the pan with a bit of oil. It's still going for a second rise, so shape them in the round balls. So again, I'm gonna shape them and then I'll come show you. So making my last one. There we go. This one, I'll put it here. Okay, so I have 13 in total. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brush them with egg. This is the same egg that was left over. So if you have sesame seeds at home, you can put for decoration, but I don't have, so I'll just leave them out. Brush them with egg beforehand because it's easier to deal with rather than after they have proofed. Last one. Okay, they're all gorgeously brushed. And now I'm gonna set it aside so that it proofs again. I'm gonna put it straight in my oven. Okay, so now I'm also going to do the same with my burger buns. I'm gonna weigh them, but I'm gonna make them around 40 grams because I want to make them a little bit thick. Okay, that's fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'll shape them with my hand. First, make them in a ball and then squeeze them a little. Now if you see that yours is breaking too much, then I suggest you put a bit more of breadcrumbs. But if it's breaking like this little, it's fine. So I think this size is perfect. So I'll get going making my burger buns and I'll show you how it looks. So I've already finished making my patties. I have 12 in total. And my buns have already risen. And this is how it looks. So I'm gonna put it in the oven. I've already preheated it. I've already preheated my oven to 220 degrees Celsius. The oven needs to be very hot. So I'll put the buns in the oven and I really don't know more or less the time because I just wait until the top is like a nice golden brown color and then I remove them and then I brush them with butter. So let's do that. Okay, so my buns are ready. Look at that gorgeous color. So we get our melted butter and that on top. So I've cut my bun open, as you can see. I did make a sauce. Basically, I mixed all the sauces together. What I did is I took ketchup, I took mayonnaise, I took a bit of sweet barbecue, a bit of chili, and a bit of the fried garlic sauce. Mixed it all together, and here I have homemade sauce. So I'm gonna put a bit here on the bottom. If you're sauce fan, you can put more, like me. I diced a bit of onions. I didn't have lettuce, so that's why I'm putting these onions. I'm gonna take my burger. Cheese. I have a mixture of flamingo and mozzarella. I only have grated cheese. And here we go. Since the bun is hot and the patty is still hot, the cheese will melt. And that's my mini burger. So guys, today I made my own homemade burger, starting with the bun, the patties, and everything else. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe to my channel, comment, and also there's the small bell. You can turn it on so that whenever I post a new video, you will get a notification. And see you next time.